Hi Matthew, this is Brianne with LJ Voltage Consulting. I just put this screencast together, which is basically an overview of your site, and I wanted to tell you 3 things that you can implement yourself or I'm happy to help you with to generate more traffic to your site and in turn more clients. Obviously as a restaurant this might differ a little bit, so I'm going to talk about that as well. But here we are on your website. It is awesome. I love the video behind and everything. You have clearly put in a lot of work to this site, and I know that you've had House of Oliver for a while, but your new one is Oliver's Brewhouse, and I would like to kind of take a look at that as well. So we'll dive into that in a minute. When we're looking at your website, we want to take into account 3 things. Google takes into account 3 things. Content, citations, and backlinks. And content has to do with all of the words on your website. They can be these words, they can be what the picture is saved as, they can be words that are hidden behind the picture. Kind of sneaking in keywords when you have pictures like this. So this is saved as restaurant in Roseville or Oliver's House of Oliver or something like that is super helpful as well. So we want to keep that into account. Your website overall is really beautiful and I like everything about it. The only thing that I would focus on if we were to work together, or you should focus on if you'd like to implement this yourself, is that right now when I search restaurants in Roseville, you don't really pop up too quickly when we're looking at the map pack. And that's something that's obviously really important when we take a look at restaurants specifically or places that are similar to this, because this is mostly where everybody gets their information, right? So we want to make your business pop up higher on this list, as well as making it pop up on the organic listing down here as well. This just basically gives you double exposure, so that way they would see you in the map pack, and then if they had further questions and they noticed you down here, they'd be able to click on that and see your menu or reservations or whatever you have listed on there that would kind of help them in their decision to choose you over someone else. When we look at this fancy little tool that I have, this shows us your ranking online overall, your backlinks, your citations, your referring domains, which is basically what Google looks at. And without having access to your Google Analytics, this is kind of the best that I can do for you, but it gives us a really good idea. It's not exact, but it's fairly close. And when we're looking at this, these are both out of 100. This is based on your URL rating. So it shows the strength of a target page's link profile. That basically is your citations. And then this is more of a popularity contest or a domain rating. This is based on other domains that kind of refer back to you, and that can be anything from Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that to blogs or food pages and stuff, whereas this is more of a directory. That's going to include all of your name and address and phone number that are listed on directories like Yelp or even Facebook as well, but you're going to want to focus on making sure that you have more restaurant-based directories as well. You want to have all the main ones, but you want to kind of go back in the fold and look for some of the ones that aren't as well known, because those will help you as well. That will help you have more and more people basically seeing your information no matter what sort of platform they use to search for stuff like that. So then I looked at Oliver's Brewhouse just to give us an idea, and this website is super well built as well, obviously not as big, and I like that you can click on all the different options that you have here, and it's still in the making, and I totally get that. But when we look at this profile, it's a little bit lower, and that's obviously because it's newer as well. Sorry I have to keep taking breaks. I'm trying to wrangle my 2-year-old while I do this as well. Anyways, this gives us a good idea of where you're kind of starting out in the first couple weeks or months of having this. It looks like it's gone up, so you can see kind of like how your website's been doing over the past 3 months. And then lastly, I looked at restaurants in Lincoln to see if you were here as well, and we're having a similar problem that we're having in Roseville where you're not showing up on the map pack. So we definitely want to improve that, and the best way to improve that is citations. This is directly related. Google reviews will also help and stuff like that, and there's a lot of different ways to optimize it as well that I can help you with. But citations are definitely where you're going to want to focus on getting your information out there, putting it on all the different types of directories. See, TripAdvisor is even a good one, Yelp, all that good stuff. when I took a look at the only one really ranking aside from kind of like different ways that you can have your website listed, like Yellow Pages and stuff, I went down here and we found this restaurant right here. So I went ahead and used them as an example because it was basically the only one that I could find that was in the organic listings down here. And when we click on that, their numbers aren't much better than Oliver's Brewhouse, which is awesome. That makes it a little bit easier to beat them out as far as organic listings go. And doing what I said with citations will definitely help you beat out those other competitors in the map pack as well. So just go ahead and remember those three things, content, citations, and backlinks. You want around 2,000 to 3,000 words on the home page, and then 1,000 words on any back pages, menus, stuff like that is easy to kind of happen in the restaurant industry. But that's definitely going to help you overall. And that's about it for what I have for you. My number and my email is listed here for any questions you may have, and I would love to get into contact with you. Go ahead and screenshot this page for any help with what I kind of talked about, or to get my information. And I look forward to speaking with you. Thank you so much, Matthew, and have a great day.